Welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. First we'll clap our hands just so, then we'll bend and touch our toes. Welcome everyone. Now you're here, we'll have some fun. Today we're talking about coyotes. Coyote Raid in Cactus Canyon by Jim Arnosky. It was a hot and windless desert day. On the canyon slopes, Cactus stood tall against a blue sky. High up in the arms of the tallest cactus, a wren was busy making her nest. Down on the stone-covered ground, a cottontail hopped softly. Quail moved noiselessly behind green and purple prickly pears. An antelope squirrel perched on top of a cactus log to nibble a fallen desert flower. All was peaceful in the canyon, but the mood was about to change. The coyote gang was coming, and they were bringing trouble. Ornery and full of mischief, 4 young coyotes headed down the rocky slope to the canyon floor. They sniffed out the cottontail and chased him into a thorny thicket. They barked at the cactus wren until she flew from her nest. The coyotes flushed the quail from their cover behind the prickly pears. Then they stuck their snouts into the cactus log to growl at the antelope squirrel hiding inside. When they could not find any other animals to chase or frighten, the coyotes turned and faced each other. Slowly, the 4 young coyotes circled, watching one another's every move. The wren flew to the top of a prickly pear to see the coyote standoff. The cottontail and squirrel peeked out from their hiding places, and the quail gathered close together to watch as one. Suddenly, the coyotes rushed one another and began to brawl, snarling and snapping their jaws. They tumbled right on top of a rattlesnake slithering by. The startled snake quickly coiled and rattled. The coyotes froze, their eyes fixed on the huge snake. She was ready to strike. The 4 coyotes backed away until they felt safe and brave again. Then they growled and barked and showed the snake their own sharp fangs. But the snake held her ground and struck out at the coyote gang. The 4 coyotes turned and ran, disappearing over the canyon rim. The rattlesnake slithered on her way. The quail settled back down. The cottontail hopped quietly. The antelope squirrel found another fallen cactus flower to nibble, and the wren flew back to the arms of the tallest cactus, carrying a fuzzy clump of coyote fur for her nest. The canyon was a peaceful place again. You have been listening to Coyote Raid in Cactus Canyon by Jim Arnosky. This one's called The Beehive. Here is the beehive. Where are the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch as they fly out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buzz! They're alive! We're going to do it one more time. You ready? Here is the beehive. Where are the bees? Hidden away where nobody sees. Watch as they fly out of their hive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buzz! They're alive! Coyotes by Grace Hansen. Coyotes live throughout North and Central America. They can be found in forests and prairies. They live in deserts and mountains too. Coyotes have big pointed ears. They have long tails. Coyotes have fur. Their fur can be brown, tan, or gray. Their bellies are usually white. Coyotes are fast. They have a strong sense of smell. They can see and hear well. These things make them great hunters. Coyotes will eat many things. Their favorite food is rabbit. They also eat fish, grass, and more. Coyotes are social animals. Most live together in groups called packs. Each pack has its own territory. Mates dig burrows. These burrows are called dens. Mothers and babies sleep in dens. Baby coyotes are called pups. There are about 5 pups in each litter. Pups are very small when they are born, but they grow fast. Pups learn to hunt by watching their parents. Some pups stay with their parents' pack. Other pups leave to start a new pack. More facts. A coyote's tail can be 16 inches long. Most coyotes have yellowish eyes. Coyotes run very fast. They can run up to 40 miles per hour. Glossary, den, the home of some wild animals. Mates, a pair of animals that have offspring together. Social, an animal that lives with a group of its kind rather than alone. Territory, an area that an animal defends against others, especially of the same species. You have been listening to Coyotes by Grace Hansen. Guys, thanks for joining me for today's Animal Explorers Coyotes. We began our journey today with Coyote Raid in Cactus Canyon by Jim Arnosky, published by Penguin, and we got to see what happens when these coyotes disturb a very peaceful day in the canyon. Then we read Coyotes by Grace Hansen, published by ABDO, and we learned all sorts of true life facts, like these animals dig dens that they live in, and they're social animals, so they like to be around other coyotes. Let us know your favorite animal so we can cover it on a future Animal Explorers.